Welcome to the CEO team, CEO Global team training tonight in English. This training is being broadcast live, or we've invited you to be here live from any of our English speaking markets around the world. And this is being recorded and will be available within 48 hours, hopefully tomorrow, for others. Those markets would include obviously the United States market, and Canada, some of our teams in Europe. And of course, we have leaders who will be joining in from Thailand, who are bilingual. It's directly applicable to Australia, New Zealand. Did I miss anybody? If I did, the U.S. Virgin Islands, did we get you there? Puerto Rico, okay. We have to give a specific shout out to Puerto Rico. In any case, want to welcome you all here from wherever you're coming in from. And we're going to hear from several of you. You didn't even know we were going to hear from you, but we are going to hear from you tonight. We got Mexico in the house. So I'm just excited to be here on this global training with you tonight. I was just thinking today, who's from the Hurricane Barbara says, who's from the U.S. Virgin Islands? It's a race. Go. Whoever gets the first consultant in the U.S. Virgin Islands, we have some CEO merchandise for you. Okay, ready, set, go. Get it done by the end of this meeting. Okay. No, actually pay attention to what we're doing. So we're here today, gathered as a family. Did you know this? Did you know that 95% of individuals who purchase online coaching never finish their programs? They don't do that. Now, we could say probably some similar numbers apply to various other industries like healthcare products, right? There are a number of people who purchase healthcare products and then never actually even use them, right? It could definitely be said about businesses, people who register businesses or people who come into network marketing or affiliate marketing, right? And never actually complete it, never do one full cycle. Why is that? Well, there are a number of reasons, but one of the main reasons is community or lack of community. And so one of the most important things that we can do as a CEO family, as entrepreneurs, yes, we are all in business for ourselves. There ain't nobody telling me what I have to do. We are the CEOs of our own business, but at the same time, you don't want to have to do it alone, because that's just hard. It's hard. I don't care if you're an entrepreneur running $100 million company, you ain't doing it alone, right? So it really is about having community. And tonight is one of those examples of coaching at a very high level, interaction and building community together. So I want to thank you all, those of us. We have three amazing trainers and speakers tonight. But each of us have a responsibility to contribute and to receive from the community. That is actually the definition of community. So thanks for being here. What we're going to do tonight, give you a quick agenda. We're going to start off with some wins. I'm going to come to you. I'm going to ask you to raise your hand. If you can do that little hand thing, that hand gesture here on Zoom. Make sure it's the right hand gesture, by the way. Okay. I'm just saying. So do that little hand gesture, raise your hand, because we want to hear some wins. What are some of what I call a small win that you've had in your business this week? Okay. Within the last week, within the last day, I want to hear about 4 or 5 of them. And we have about 2 minutes to hear those. So we're going to go really quick, rapid fire. Please start raising your hands now so that we can get you in the queue, because I'd like to have that experience. I'd like others to hear of your experiences. So we're going to start with some small wins. Then we're going to jump into a training, which is called our share training. If you understand our compensation structure, and she has a name, her name is Evolve. Right. By the way, I don't know any other affiliate or network marketing company in the world who actually has a name, like a personality for their compensation structure. Her name is Evolve, right? We're going to introduce you to an incredible friend of ours tonight. Her name is Evolve. So if you look at the Evolve plan, and it is the consultant path or a career path, it has various levels, okay? Various activities that you do at various times, depending on where you are in the business. Are you a baby in the business? In other words, you just barely came in, you were born into this, and wow, what do I do now? And then as you grow the business. So there are several segments of that compensation plan called, and Vivian, I'm trying to find you. Vivian, I'm going to pass over co-host to you if you could just help me with sound quality. And it's not letting me do that. Vandy, if you can do that, maybe you've got some more rights than I do. That'd be great. But we have a share presentation, so we have Jenny Field here tonight, an incredible multiple month, right, consecutive month, new diamond seller. She's going to be talking about her story, and that's all about the share part of the compensation plan, Evolve, where we're sharing product, right, building a customer base. We've got to build and grow. Right. Moving on from that, building and growing a team and some vital information. In fact, we're making an unveiling tonight, an incredible new tool that went live this morning after we've been doing all the testing that Vandy Flake, executive leader, is going to be sharing with us. And this is business changing. And then we have a lead, right? So that next section of the compensation plan in Evolve is lead. And a lot of it has to do with structuring and how you interact and mentoring. It also has to have to do with your leadership level, right? Where you are, what you know, what you feel, your ability to lead people. And so we have an incredible keynote coming to us tonight from Angie Rosas, who's coming down from further south on the latitude than I am, and executive leader. She's got an incredible keynote for us on leadership. So that's what you're getting tonight, a little smattering from key points from within that entire consultant customer journey. With that, we're going to go to some wins that you've got in your business. And I see a hand up. I need about 3 or 4 more other hands up. Phil, there's no way you don't have like 20 wins. I'm just going to limit you. I'm going to limit you right now, Phil. Just give us one. Just give us one, because Phil could go on and on with salient, real wins in his business with all the amazing things. So raise your hands because we want to hear from some of those other than our main trainers tonight. So I'm going to go to Heidi White in Kona, Hawaii tonight, and Vandy or Vivian, if you can man the spotlights and get that spotlight, double spotlight. There we go. Go ahead.
Hi, Flo. So real quick, I got this card in the mail, open enrollment, a girl on the Big Island offering help to get you into medical insurance. I called her up because I'm Medicare, going to be 70 next year. And she got me a really good free plan, and I sold her the Glow Stack. Woo!
That's a win. That's a win. By the way, drop a 0 in the chat box when Heidi said she's turning 70 next year. Did any of you think, liar? Like, did any of you think, dang, 70? Heidi White, you make look 70 look really, really good.
Teenage kids. Every morning I'm with, these teenage boys that are just really gung-ho surfers, and I'm right there mixing it with them.
Amen, sister.
And
that's beautiful.
I think it's the products. I really do.
Oh, I love that. Love that. Love that. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Heidi. We're going to go next. Keep your hands going up if you would, but we're going to go to Phil. Phil, all the way over in North Carolina, no. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, no. He's in Bali. All right.
In the jungle in Bali. That's not my background fake one. It's a real one, right?
Yeah, that is no Zoom background. That's no stock background. He is Australian. He is our mate, our brother from down under, but now in Bali, happily in the jungle. Yeah. Take it away, Phil.
Yeah, great win this week. Actually, been working on something about 18 months to get in front of the audience, and myself and my partner have been asked to do a webinar to our audience, which is very, very big. So yeah, so we're excited about that. We've got all these emails going out to them. We've got a landing page, got a registration page. So we're pretty excited for that for next week. So that's a big win I've got.
Love it. That's amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. I'm going to go to Puerto Rico. There's no way that the Queen of Puerto Rico, Florence La Roca, doesn't have a win to share with us. So thank you, Phil. Flo, we're going to pass the mic to you.
Thank you, Phil. I was just about to raise my hand. It's the end of the month, the last day. You're following up, you're doing your post, and I get a call from an activated NRF2, and she says, "Listen, I haven't been activated, but I'm here with my sister, and I've been following you with what's happening with the GLP-1 mind and body, and we're ready to order." And I'm going like, what? So if we're consistent in what we're doing, we might think that people are not watching, but they are watching. So these are the people that are coming back to the business thanks to the mind and body. And to me, that was a total win. And it just takes you by surprise.
I love it. Love it. Thank you. People are watching. So give them something to watch. Give them something to watch that's worth it. And that is you. So thank you for the wins. I'm going to make a recommendation. Wherever you host meetings, in whatever form, ministry or school or Rockin' with the Surfers or in our business, like focus on the wins. Start with wins. Invite your team members to share their wins. That is fundamental. That is a fundamental foundation of leadership, both for you to recognize those wins and call them out, to draw them out. But for them, as they step into leadership, you have to be willing to share and you have to recognize the wins. This is not really about the big goals attained. It really is about falling in love and marrying the system and the process. But we're going to recognize all these small wins along the way. All right, so let's get started. If we can, if I can get a spotlight on, well, hold on. I got to share my screen first. We're going to get Jenny Field up here. But first thing I need to do is I want to put some context on what Jenny's going to share with you tonight. So I'm opening up. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? You should be seeing my screen. All right. We had a little tech issue, and so we don't have full screen capability. So this is it, okay? But as long as you can see this, we may fix this in the edits. We'll see. What I want to talk about is part of this amazing Evolve plan that we have has an affiliate marketer type of an approach to it, meaning that someone can come in here, and the best affiliate marketers, by the way, the best affiliates, evangelists of products are people who what? Actually use the product, right? There's a difference. If you use the product, then we're going to call you an evangelist, right? A true affiliate. If you don't use the product, we're going to call you some, mercenary influencer, okay? And the reason I say that is our industry is built on credibility. People trust you. People trust Heidi. People trust Florence. People trust Phil because of who they are. As much, way more than what they offer. Okay? So we're affiliates who are evangelists because we use these products, because we're experiencing life-changing transformations. And so what we have in our compensation structure for affiliates is what we call the road to diamond, sharing products and earning affiliate income. So I just want to break it down really quickly because this is going to give some context to what Jenny, who is living this, by the way, okay, what she's going to share with you tonight on her journey, okay? So let's talk about earning income as a brand partner, number one. Okay, how to get paid. First of all, I'm just giving you a quick snapshot. Phil, did you see these my screen roll? We're on the how to get paid page right now. Give me a thumbs up. Okay. This is how affiliates, people maybe who work in the healthcare profession, that's kind of an affiliate marketing, right? Integrative health coaches, chiropractors or chiropractor massage therapists, they're flocking to our company, by the way, right now. Affiliates online who may have backgrounds in health and wellness, right? So here's just a quick snapshot. If you had 4 customers on GLP-1, you'd be making about $106 a month. If If you had 16 customers, about $600 a month. 50 customers, $2,200 a month. 100 customers, $4,500 a month. And that is recurring income, right? Those orders recur. You continue that income is recurring. Now, one interesting thing that sets this apart as far as the definition of affiliate marketing, okay? And what Jenny's going to refer to on her journey, what we call the road to diamond, maximizing this affiliate program. I talk with affiliates from various programs, and I talk with owners of companies from different programs. To give you an idea, 2 examples really quickly. Number one, I have a friend in the health and wellness field, kind of a crazy scientist approach. They sell a product. It's kind of more expensive. Well, it's not super expensive product actually, but their affiliates have to buy like, $1,000 at a time. Okay. And then they resell that product. And I asked the owner of the company, how much do the affiliates make? And they said 10 to 30%. So up to 30%. Okay. All right, great. And I said, well, my question is, how much product do they need to sell in order to get the 30%, right? Like we're all there. Like, do you want to make 10% or do you want to make 30%? Well, I want to make 30%. Well, great. What do I have to be at in order to get there? Her answer knocked me off my seat. $100,000. So in order to get the 30%, you got to be moving $100,000 of product. So it's kind of a high ceiling, right? In order to get there. I thought, whoa, that's kind of crazy. Let me give you another example. Was talking with an owner of a company whose products I use. And I said, hey, well, we'd like to be, we use these products. This is not a network marketing company. This is a healthcare company, actually. It's actually a healthcare practitioner. We host a podcast. We talk to women all over the world. We use these products. Like, what if we were an affiliate? They said, okay, it's 10%. I said, awesome. That's great. How can I maximize that though? Like, what's the sliding scale? And they said, it's 10%, right? Like, so that's where you're capped at is 10%. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. But here was the kicker that I thought was interesting, again, in the world of affiliate marketing. Let's say that your affiliate marketing for, I don't know, this is Ruthie's piggy bank. Okay. So your affiliate marketing for this bank. Okay. She's got her money for God, her tithing. She's got her choice money, and she's got an investment and grow account, right? She can't touch it. It can only grow, can only make investments. So let's say that I'm selling this and it's $10, right? I sell it because you click on my link, right? Maybe I talk about it online in a social media post. You click on my link and then you have to type in my code, okay? After you type in my link and you save your 10% and I get 10% and you're my customer. But what about next time you go to that, you go to buy your next bank? If you don't go through my link, you as a customer are never connected to me. That is rampant in affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketers are always worried about, do you have my affiliate link? Do you have my affiliate link? Do you have my affiliate link? Not the first time. That's understandable, but every time. Can you imagine trying to chase your potential customers down, right? No, so that they had your affiliate link. Well, actually, you don't know who those customers are as an affiliate. You just got an affiliate commission. And one of the beautiful things about what we're doing here at LifeVantage, and with, for example, GLP-1 activation brand partnership, is once that new customer comes through your affiliate link, through your shopping cart, they are coded to you forever. Their profile is connected to you. So if they order in a year, it's connected to you automatically. And I think that's absolutely super powerful. So when we talk about these numbers, we're not talking about trying to chase people and new people and chase them down and make sure they always have your links, right? I mean, they don't want to be chased and bugged. That's something we've built into this affiliate marketing. So I think that's super powerful. So how do you earn 30 to 40%? That's where you maximize our plan here at LifeVantage. I'll just give you a couple of examples, and I'm going to introduce Jenny Field. Our Onyx level, that's at 4 customers, you're going to be earning 15%, okay? 15% of every single order. If you had 8 customers on GLP-1, you'll be making 20% on every order. When you have, and you'll be what we call an emerald level. Sapphire level, 15 customers, and you'd be qualifying for 25% of every single order. Okay. And the diamond level, you max the diamond level and you're making 30 to 40% on every single order that customer makes on any single order starting today, forever in that customer life on any product that the company makes. And you don't have to track them down, right? 30 to 40% on every order. You could do that with 29 customers. In this case, you'd be making over $1,300 a month. So with that, I'm going to stop my share. I'm going to turn this over to a real life, like you can pinch her. She is real. Jenny Field is an amazing LifeVantage consultant. I'm happy to pass the mic to her, and I'm going to prep this by saying this. Jenny, you had 15 personal customers in the month of September, the month before we launched GLP-1, and something happened between September and October, because in October you ended with 37 personal customers, over 6,000 sales volume, a very well qualified diamond seller. So first of all, congratulations. By the way, she repeated in November. She was diamond seller again in November. So it's my honor to introduce you to the amazing Jenny Field. Jenny, tell us your story. Tell us what this has meant, how you got there, specifically drop some nuggets on how people can go diamond and why it's been important in your life.
Oh, well, thanks, Seth. I really appreciate that, and appreciate the just the introduction and the kind words. I feel like, like I was always a pretty good, I don't know, communicator. I always had kind of this base of like good customers. But it obviously like kind of was just very stagnant. And then, we got news of the launch of the new product coming out. We got little teasers here and there, and I just got really, really excited about that. And so I just kind of was like in this mindset of like ready to run and ready to really just go. And then when the actual product was launched of that it was a GLP-1 product, like we didn't know specifics, we didn't know any of the details yet of what was the name or any of that. We just knew it was a GLP-1 product. And the 55 trial group of the consultants that were able to get that in their hands before Market Connect happened, I started following them. I really just put a lot of my energy into following them on social media and paying attention to what they were doing. And I just started sharing, like, mimicking what they were doing. And I started to be really consistent in my social media posts. And so that just really got me excited. I also was really excited about GLP-1. I didn't know much about it, but what I did know is that so many people are looking forward or utilizing it in weight loss, but also on the health side of things. My mom's a diabetic, and she utilizes the GLP-1 for that. And so I just was like, if I can help her, and I can help other people like that, that's what I wanted to do. It really was about helping people and serving people, and approaching it as like love-led. And so the biggest thing that I can say is how consistent I was sharing in my stories every single day, and then sharing in my like feed as well, but obviously like sprinkling that in my feed so it wasn't overwhelming. because people want to know who you are. You know, they don't want to know necessarily what you sell. And I follow a system. I don't know if anybody knows Bob Heilig, but I do follow Bob Heilig's system. And he's all about like love, serve, and grow, and being love led and servant led. And so when I started getting interaction from people and they wanted to know more, I really asked questions. I asked a lot of questions, you know, like why? The biggest question that you can ask somebody is why. Like, why do you want to know about this? Or, you know, what do you have going on? So getting to know people and getting to know their circumstances and their pain points really leads more into then sharing about what we have, the products, and all of that. And then that just leads naturally into them wanting to utilize it. Let's see what else. I don't know. It was just this momentum, I guess. You know, it was that momentum that I was building. And I really did it from like day one of when they announced about the GLP-1 product. It wasn't even when they launched the Mind Body system. And I just had some really good results. I don't know, do you want to ask any questions, or if anybody wants to ask any questions, I'm happy to answer.
I'm loving this.
Those.
I'm loving this, Jenny. So I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
My question is, you said you got really consistent on social media, but you also then talked about, hey, I've got people I know within my own circle of influence, my family who needs this. So when you look at those, you added 22 new customers, and I'm presuming that most of them were GLP-1 customers in October. Can you give us an idea about where they came from? You know, were they mostly social media? Were they half social media? Was it half and half? Like, no, I was reaching out to family and friends as well. Like, can you walk us through that?
Yeah, it actually, I mean, it was all really through social media. A lot of them are family and friends. But the majority of my outreach, the majority of the interaction I got back was literally all through social media.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
But interestingly, many of your close family and friends who are watching you on social media,
Yes,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Everybody make note of that mental note. That's the future.
Yeah.
That is going to be more of our future. Can you talk about how it feels? Like what did it feel like to be like to go diamond and to see? I mean, there's a big difference in your income as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that was huge. That was really big. I really was not expecting that. So when I got my commissions, I was really shocked. I was like, oh, wow, okay. But it felt good. It felt good to be able to really serve people and help people. Um, and when the product launched and when people were able to actually get the product in their hands and start utilizing it, I also was very consistent about the follow-up with them. And any, you know, great video that I had seen, or, you know, we have so many videos out there from, you know, Dr. Brett Brimhall to Dr. Jess to Melody Rodarte. I mean, I really dove into and poured into learning about that and listening to those videos. And then when I had interaction and conversations with my customers that were on them, I was able to send them the video that was appropriate to what they maybe were going through, or really walk them through, you know, just the ups and downs of what they're feeling or how the product's working. So I really did make a very like conscious, like I'm going to set aside specific times and hours every single day to make sure that I'm following up with my customers so that I can give them the best resources for them. And that has been huge. Like that whole relationship piece for me has been more rewarding and more beneficial. Really, I mean, hitting diamond was awesome and that was great, but just to be able to build those relationships and then help people through the process has been really more the rewarding piece of all of it.
Says everyone who attains something big in life and success and makes money. Just about that I know. The money was great. Whatever success was awesome, but it really is who I've become. It's the relationships I've had. It's what I'm doing to help people. That's the real thing. And sometimes when we're at the bottom looking up, right? When we're looking at that mountain, when we're looking at that diamond mountain, right? Like, oh, how do I get there? How do I get 29 customers? Right? Well, do what Jenny did. Get excited. I took notes. Get excited. Mimic what other successful people are doing. Be super consistent. Be super consistent. Did I already say that? Be super consistent. Okay. And did not wait. Did not wait to get the product. Like the other great thing is you built your diamond business before you'd even touch the product.
Yeah. I just got really, really excited about it and thought, you know what, we're going to go for this. And I had belief, right? Like that was the other piece too. Like I had so much belief in the not even knowing what ingredients were in the mind body system. But I had so much belief in LifeVantage and what they have already created with all of our other products that I knew that this was going to be amazing. And so that belief, I think, really carried me into when the product launched. I was able, it just like tenfold folded after that.
Yeah. And she's repeating diamond and she's on their way again this month. So Jenny, thanks so much for sharing. This is a big win, by the way, big win. Diamond again. Right. And we're grateful for you sharing your insight, your experience. And what I was going to quote Bob Helig, loving, sharing, and growing with us. That's everything that we are here at CEO, right? What we are building is an empire of love, right? Mm-hmm. An empire because it's big and there's structure and there's economy there, but it's based on a foundation of love. So Jenny Field, thank you so much. Diamond Seller Extraordinaire. We appreciate you being here. We know we're going to have you back here, in future, talking about building and growing and in our leading and other parts of that compensation plan. So thank you, Jenny. Everybody, will you drop some love in the chat box? Drop some of those crazy confetti things on the screen. Let's have a little fun. Show Jenny some love. I know that I'm on my way to Diamond. Tonight's training is tangible stuff that I can take and implement to get where Jenny is, right? Because I want to be Diamond, okay? All right, rock and roll. Jenny Field, thank you so much. All right, we're going to go to the next section, and it's actually building on what Jenny was talking about. She talked about something super critical, the relationship with customers, right? Relationship with people who are changing their health. We're inviting them to do that. Our business is not simply about selling product. Selling product will not get us what we want. It is about selling and retaining. Okay. So I'm super excited to first of all, give some kudos to the team that helped put this project together. I'm trying to talk and do all this. Maybe Vandy, maybe you can do this, but I wanted to recognize Angie Huntley. Okay. I wanted to recognize, I was going to introduce them separately and then together. I want to recognize Melanie Robbins. I want to recognize Ryan Robbins. They do live together. They're married. And I wanted to recognize Vandy Flake, who sat with me on kind of a developmental committee to help put together something that is going to help each and every one of us individually and throughout our teams take care of customers. Okay. I also wanted to recognize on the team that helped put this together. Where is she? Jen, are you here?
Yes,
Unmute
I
if you
am.
are.
I'm right here. Can you see
I'm
me?
looking. Well, yeah, oh, there we are.
Honey?
All right, I'm gonna spotlight you here. There we go. I want to recognize Jen. Jen, when are you? Wait, whoa, you're not in an RV today.
I'm not because I was having some internet issues. So I'm up in an office. So that's
Okay.
okay.
Jen and her husband Henry live full time. They're living network marketing dream. They are actually in one of our sister companies out in the industry. But Jen actually plays an integral part on the backside of what you all know as the CEO app, powered by Rapid Funnel. So Jen actually works with Rapid Funnel and helps our account to do the things that we're doing and take it where we're going. So Jen, I just wanted to, number one, take my hat off to you, literally, and thank you for being very attentive to our needs and making the project that we're about to announce tonight happen. So thank you from all of us to you and all of you and your team, and Patrick Shaw, who's the CEO. I couldn't do it without Steffi Ramondo, who is our primary contact, literally on the day-to-day, out of the Philippines, who has helped us put this amazing system together. So Jen, thank you.
Thank you. Glad to be here. And first of all, those stories are so exciting. I mean, you guys are changing people's lives, and it is wonderful to hear it. I mean, it's just really cool. So, but my part of this has been easy. You guys have done the heavy lifting. You've put together all of the materials and everything, and created a beautiful, beautiful piece. So, just take a minute to introduce myself to you guys, because I haven't met you, but my name is Jen. And my husband Henry and I have been in network marketing for 35 years with the same company the whole time. And the reason that I'm with Rapid Funnel is the same reason that you guys are with LifeVantage. I found a product that I loved and had to tell people about, because it just was something that solved huge problems for me. And it's been a blast working with people like Seth and other peers in the industry. It's really been wonderful, because this is just a cool thing. And your app that you've put together is beautiful. And one of the features, I don't know how many of you, if you want to just put in the chat, if you're using the app, that would be really maybe helpful for me.
Yeah,
to
drop an app.
see.
Drop app
Yeah.
in the chat if you're
So I
using
can
the CEO app.
see who might be using it. How many of you I've got to get so I can see the chat. Oh, we got a whole bunch of you that are using it. That's cool. So you're familiar with it. And, I mean, I had done the usual stuff. I don't even know how many different programs. And so when I found this, it just made a lot of sense, and has answered a lot of challenges for me in terms of training and onboarding and getting new people going. And my focus was definitely using the app more for team. And so the CEO announced this new feature, which is an onboarding page. And basically, the onboarding page was designed for new team. That was the original thought. And when we brought that to Seth's attention, he said, wait. We got a product launch coming, and we really want to structure this to take care of customers. And it's just brilliant. Now, my mirroring, for whatever reason, is not staying on, and I'm not sure why it's not staying on, but I'm going to try again. If you can make me co-host, Seth, I can mirror and show everybody the app. It's live in your app now.
It
So
is live, and I'm actually going to give that to one of my cohorts to actually walk us through that, Jen, if
perfect.
that's
Oh,
okay.
great. Okay, that's great. That makes my life easy. All right, no worries. No problem. Because you guys have done an absolutely beautiful job putting together a flow. But just like Seth was saying, the challenge is with, finding out. I mean, Jenny, I loved what you shared in terms of asking why. I think that's one of the biggest challenges, is to figure out, what's the problem that they're trying to solve, because there's so many other dimensions to it in terms of helping people figure all of that out. And so what you now have in your app is you've got a page that step by step is going to take care of them. It's going to educate them. It's going to walk them through that process. It's going to set you up in a position where you're front of mind for them. You're becoming a resource for them. And then you've got a beautiful step where you're really teaching them how to tell their story. And I'll guarantee everyone on this call, is at the heart of it. You're here because you can't help yourself. You got to tell people about your product. You got to tell people about what you're doing and how it's changed your life. And that process, you know, we're all a long way down the road in terms of being able to share our story. But if you think about it, when you're a brand new customer, that process takes a little bit of time because, you know, they might be Yahoo about it, but then you ask them, okay, have you shared your story with someone? They really don't know how to structure it. They might go off for half an hour on one person and they might not say enough to another. And so now you've got a real system for bringing people through that process. And what I love best about the app myself is that some of you are strong leaders, and so learning this isn't a challenge, but what about the new people that join you? You want to have your new person who loves the product, who then finds their neighbor or their pickleball partner or their nephew or whatever, who also goes, holy cow, yes, I need to be on this and I need to be telling people about it. How are they going to learn how to tell the story? And so now you've got a checklist that's built in. So your new person now doesn't have to have that ramp up to learn how to teach. It's already built into your app. And it just makes the duplication aspect of it so much easier. And of course, you're still going to pull in Seth and your other leaders and say, you know, I've got someone who I really think is excited, but you've got at least the basics so that right now they can share and right now they can step forward and start being engaged with the process of bringing a customer through that relationship to the point where they can, you know, maybe they never want to tell their story, but you've at least got the structure where you can walk them through it and they can if they want to, which is awesome. So it's a really cool added feature to making your life in terms of bringing new people on board, taking your raving fans and really enabling them and empowering them to be your strongest advocate, which is what this is all about. You know, if it's not an authentic sharing from the heart about how the product has changed their life, then like you said, Seth, they're mercenaries and people smell that, feel that, you know, and they don't want any part of it. And so oftentimes you can still be truly authentically in love with something, but you don't have a clue how to be effective at telling your story. And now you've got it built in. You've got a step-by-step process where you can build that relationship and teach them how to share their story. So it's going to be, I think you'll find a game changer for your new people. And your old people too.
All of us, like I've been going crazy using it today. Crazy using it today. I want to thank Jen. I'm gonna switch her out, but Jen, thank you so much. Wow, folks, team, did you hear this? Jen and her husband Henry, 35 years in network marketing, one company. Okay, that's what you call longevity, right? So I want you to remember that tonight as we're writing our story. Jen has seen a whole lot of change in the industry, and I'm sure in her company. Some things have changed, some things never change. Some things are like, what's going on? 35 years, same company, still building. She and her husband actually are full-time RVers, and she uses Rapid Funnel to build her business in her company. So Jen, thank you for coming on and giving us that perspective. We're based on what Jenny said, she went from 15 customers, right? Now to 37 customers, breaks diamond seller. One thing that you're going to notice is, wait a second, did I tell so-and-so, did I tell Betty, right? Customer who just got on GLP-1, did I give her the onboarding? Or I want you to think about, how are you onboarding every one of these customers? Like, do they all have a system? Do you have a system? And where is that system? And is it trackable? And does it work for everybody? And is it easy to follow? Now, if you have, because I've recognized this myself, because we had way more customers, starting in October than we did in September. And I found myself saying, is she taking the product the right way? Do they know what to do? Did I put them in our community? Like, think about what is absolutely critically necessary for every customer to get two things. And this is really the whole the whole purpose from a customer standpoint. You want every customer to have what? A positive, demonstrable experience with the product. That's our job. That is our role. And we can't make them take the product, but we are here. I mean, that they got on the product because of you. But once they purchase the product, I want you to think about your systems. Like, how do you know that that customer is taking the product the right way? How do we know that we're preparing them the right way? Number one is positive, demonstrable product experience with the product. Number two, well, is there anything else that we want from customers? And Jen alluded to this. You want your customer to share that story. And I'm not talking about so that you can grow your business and get referrals. That's great, by the way. Like, we'll take that. You want them to share their story because it makes them feel good about what they're doing. It reinforces the behavior that they're doing. The best thing you can ever do is to learn something, positive experience, and then teach it, share it, right? It's an outlet. We as social beings need to give that. So it is absolutely necessary for our customers to have the experience and then to live it and to show it. Okay. Well, wow, we got to have a system to teach that then that is easier than anything else in the world. And so I'm going to turn it over to one of our resident amazing CEO women, executive leader, Vandy Flake. She is going to showcase this system for you, which is a resource that you will share with every single customer. Now, I want you to imagine you're going to share it with every single customer that you have, and through the app, okay? And Vandy's going to show you how to track it. And I want you to imagine 20 customers for you. And I want you to imagine you have 4 consultants and they each have 20 customers. Now we're talking about 100 customers. Are they all taking the 4 necessary steps so that they can have that product experience and share to make them happy? Like, oh, now what if you got 1,000 customers? Like, we have to have systems because the growth that is coming with our company, with GLP-1, is going to make what our first 15 years look like 15-minute appetizer. Okay. You have to have a system that can handle this. And this is one thing that we're bringing to you. We've got more, but this is what we've got for you this week. I'm going to give it up 100% to Vandy Flake to showcase what we're putting in place to help you build customer retention. Vandy, it's all yours.
Awesome. Awesome. First thing I just have to say, you guys, is how excited I was to have this tool, because I hit Sapphire and I was having a hard time making sure all of my customers had the information they needed. And following up with each of them, I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed. And so with this tool, it's so exciting. First of all, you need the Rapid Funnel app. And if you have it, you're going to have to uninstall it and reinstall it so that you can get the new resources. So you'll go in, and of course you want to go into your contacts and then send that resource from them so you can do your tracking. Okay, but I'm going to skip that step right now. And right here under share product, share business, we've added fast start onboarding. And this is the page. And I think it is absolutely beautiful. First thing they start off with is an amazing video from Angie Huntley, welcoming them and congratulating them on ordering the product. We're not going to take the time tonight to watch all of these videos, but then we're going to go through and start on step 1, the activation, inviting them to join our Facebook community. This is so, so powerful. It's really, really important. It takes them right to that Facebook link and they can join that right there. Then we're going to click on take your measurements. There's a video we're going to talk through taking the measurements. Not only that, but what's next and some of the other things. What's more important than just weight? You know, it's inches. It's telling the story about energy levels, sleep levels, how your clothes are fitting, and sharing those stories. I'm going to be working on that because that's my journey right now. The weight number hasn't dropped as much as I wanted, but my gut health has improved. I'm seeing how I'm looking better in photos. I'm seeing the clothes I'm wearing fit better. And so talking about some of those goes down, gives you some ideas on how to measure, walking people through. Some people don't know how to do this. You can click right here and download our CEO tracker so they can print it right there. Some tips on taking photos. because a lot of people haven't taken before and after photos, and we've all seen them. We've seen some phenomenal before and afters that we use all the time, and you've seen some people, and I don't use them because there's things that are different. The way they're standing, sometimes it doesn't even look like the same person, and so I won't use that photo if it doesn't look accurate. Again, scale. Weight is a metric, so make sure you're writing it down. But these other metrics here too, talking about it. Then we're going to go back to step 2. Okay, this is going to take them to how to use their product by Dr. Jessica Bueller. Great video that's going to really walk them through. We had somebody that was struggling the first month. Come to find out, she was taking her product in the middle of the day on a quote empty stomach, you know, and so that wasn't really there. So again, some great mixes on how to mix in the powder, some additional adjustments if you're having problems with a sensitive stomach, how to manage cravings, you know, how to take whole foods, how to increase your protein, hydration. So many important key features I find myself repeating to my customers. And here it is right here, right at the beginning. I just love this. Okay. Step 3, teaching them to document their journey. This is important because when they see their before and after pictures, it's going to give them that motivation to order again so that they're excited about it. They're like, well, I haven't seen the results I want, but I'm going to start and be more consistent after the holidays. So this is a great tool. I sent this funnel to a girlfriend of mine who just got her product, big social media influencer. And she wrote back and she's like, nice funnel. Who created that for you? Because her and I do a lot of stuff together. We've created funnels for other people and big customers. Then talking about sharing your wins. Again, another video from Melanie here on how to share your wins and why it's important. She's going to talk about rewarding yourself and, you know, being a guest, sharing those stories, and kind of a little bit of dripping so people start thinking about becoming a consultant. But it's very soft. It's very good. Once you completed all the steps, then they can hit submit so that you, as a consultant, know what they've clicked on and what they've done. So you've completed all the onboarding steps, so you can watch additional trainings or you can close the window. This doesn't have their name. You notice right here it says first name, last name. It doesn't show that right now because I didn't send it to them the right way. I just opened the website. Now, if I was going to send this to somebody, I would go click on my handy dandy favorite test person right here is Sam. I'm going to hit send him the resources, click on Fast Start Onboarding, send this. Now, I didn't have a phone number in here for Sam, so it's not letting me text that, but it'll let me copy it right here. And then I can pull it up and text him. The message is very simple. You know, I want to say thank you for your order. The following link is an incredible reference to get you the absolute most out of your product. So even before your product arrives, so you're telling them right now, click this link now. We want to invite you to our community. We want to get your measurements. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. And then you send it to them. At the minute you get that link, I got way too many messages open at the moment. Boop, 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 boop. Right here. Once you get it, you're going to go through, and I got a message that Vanny clicked on the link and went through it. So I knew right away that she had clicked on it and gone through it. Then you can go back through and you can check on these and see the people, what exactly the way we've done with the other ones. Let's go through and pull it up. I didn't check this part, so I'm gonna see if this, make sure this works. But under the activity log, you can see that I sent this to Vanny at 4:15. She clicked on it at 5 o'clock, and did it. It also says I initiated a call with Vanny, but I think I just hit the button and I didn't actually make the call there. But I love this because you can go through and you can see exactly what somebody has looked at. You can see all of their activity log of what videos they've done. It's the same step that we use for prospects. Now we get to see it for our customers and be able to track them and what they're seeing. And I absolutely love this because I feel like it's that missing piece for some of us, especially as some of us are growing very quickly with our customers and not having those options. So now we get to see how that all works. So again, if you are not seeing this on your screen, make sure you might have to uninstall Rapid Funnel and just reinstall it in there to make sure that you've got the newest update with this cool resource. But I am super, super excited about it. And yeah, it's warning me right there that you don't want to just send it. But right there, fast start for customers on GLP-1. And I think it's awesome. Take the time to go through it tonight, you guys. Watch those videos and give us some feedback. And I know it takes you know, a lot of us put a lot of time in there. I know for me, I think I did 10 videos before I got one that I was kind of happy with. So there we go. So Seth, I'll hand it back over to you.
Vandy, thank you. Thank you so much. Super appreciate that. Super proud of that. It is absolutely beautiful. We are going to come back and wrap up. Before we wrap up tonight, we're going to come back to this subject because I have a couple of things I want to say and maybe talk with Vandy about together. But this is momentum, folks. This is what happens. It's crazy. Angie Rosas has a meeting in 3 minutes. She is our keynote speaker, and nobody went over time tonight. It's just we had a full docket. So I'm going to give this to her for as long. She has a meeting starting in 2 minutes, but she's also a tornado, so she can do miracles with little time. Stephanie and I absolutely love Angie Rosas. What a pleasure. She's an amazing executive leader. She is she is integral to the heartbeat of our Latino, and specifically Mexico and Spain, because they're crushing some stuff in Spain business. So I want to give it up to her. She is a leader of leaders. And everybody who knows her knows that she, if free radicals were good, she is the good free radical, right? Like that kind of energy. Angie, I turn this leadership piece over to you. Thank you so much.
Mulder, thank you so much for this invitation. And look at that. We're matchy. We're twinsy.
Yeah,
With the
absolutely.
pink. I love it. That's the groove. That's the vibe. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I just want to congratulate this amazing team, all the tools, all the focus, all the energy, all the excitement that's going on. If you don't know me, my name is Angie Rosas. I'm from Mexico City, but live here in Arizona. I've been with LifeVantage for 10 years. I just celebrated my 10-year anniversary last year, and I'm just so excited because LifeVantage has absolutely changed my life. Seth told me, Angie, you have to speak about leadership, right? And today I have to say that there are so many things I am grateful for that I said yes to LifeVantage. But the thing I'm the most grateful for is that I have a beautiful nanny, and my nanny is my dad. My dad that I retired because of LifeVantage. So that to me, as you can imagine, my dad's 75 years old, and I see Laura Total right here. I send you a humongous kiss and hugs. You know my dad, and he was just such a hardworking father and mother. And I just want to say, I wanted to say so many things today, but if I can say one thing, I had to develop certain skills. I had to embrace a lot of hardships in my business. Seth was my therapist for a few Zooms throughout those harsh times. I decided to open up a market, which was Mexico, about 8 years ago. And I went through a lot of ups and downs and ups and downs. Today I'm EC1, and I have to say that when I see both of my parents retired, being full-time grandparents, not having to go to work for long hours at their age, and all they have to do is be grandparents full-time. My dad, the only thing he worries about is that what he's going to cook today. He watches Food Channel where he picks the most delicious pasta, and that's what he's going to cook, or the walk that he's going to do with Martina, my 4-month-old. And I say, this is what LifeVantage is about, right? Us conquering our dreams. My dream, one of my many dreams, was to be a full-time entrepreneur and be a full-time present mom, but at the same time, having my parents next to me and being free of debt, free of financial stress. This is my daughter, Antonella. She just came back from Michigan. She went to visit my in-laws. And all I want to tell you guys is that right now we just got to run. We just got to run as fast as you can. We are facing a wave. Let me tell you something in 30 seconds. 9 years ago, okay, this is so you never give up. 9 years ago, I went to a state here. It's called Sonora, Hermosillo. I'm sure Seth knows about Sonora. And we signed up a group of 7 leaders 9 years ago, and they went through the first wave of Protandem. Things happen because life happens. They all decided to quit. It's a leg that we completely lost it. We had, anybody here has experienced that? You have a leg and then you don't have a leg, and then you have to rebuild the leg, and then you don't have the leg again, and then you have to go out and rebuild the leg. What? So that happened. And that team completely went away. And just recently, because of GLP-1, they decided to reactivate. And not only that, in a matter of 6 days, they've enrolled 10 very important leaders around Mexico, and they're running on fire. So I've always had my vision for 10 years. People may go, come, go, come, go, come, go, come, go. And that really has never mattered to me, because the most important thing has been my vision. And I hope that your vision and your mission is so strong enough that you decide to never, ever, 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 ever stop. And in the contrary, to run as fast as you can. I am so grateful to have a leader like Seth Mulder. He's always a WhatsApp away. Sometimes he's in like very weird time zones, so he takes a long time to reply to me, but I accept it because he builds international and global businesses. But I am so proud of you, Seth, and I'm so grateful for being my upline of the upline of the upline, but for being a mentor, but for being a friend. And I am just so honored. Today, if I can tell you one thing, out of all the dreams, and put in the chat, out of all the dreams that you have, just bring it back. To me, one dream was to retire my parents so they would never, ever, 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 ever have to work again and be grandparents. And now they are, and now they do that because of LifeVantage. And I will forever, ever be grateful, because there's no more important thing in life than family. And so thank you, Seth, for this invitation. Of course, you can invite me back any other time. Right now, I have another Zoom full of people that are waiting to hear about the launch of GLP-1 and the pre-sale and everything that we're doing for Mexico and Spain. I'll give you a little secret, just don't say it out of this Zoom. But because of LifeVantage, my dream is to travel all over the world. And because Spain is opening up the market, and I know the power of opening up the market, I'm like 99%. I'm just fixing a few things, but I will be moving to Spain for a year with my daughter, Antonella, with my daughter, Martina, with my husband, and with my parents. We will get to have the experience to live in a different country for a whole year. I'll keep building, and keep living my dream, which is what I love to do the most, which is being around, helping others, helping people achieve their dreams, and just, living the life. So, Seth, thank you so much. I love you, and I love you all.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Antonella, good to see you.
Hola.
So good to see. We were actually over at the house, and we had dinner with Angie and Lou and Grandpa and Grandma and our little girls, Hannah and Ruth. Antonella, you remember Hannah and Ruth when they came over to Lou's house? These girls, especially because Antonella, you're 6, right? Yeah, she's 6, and our Ruthie is 6. I can't tell you, these two girls were like inseparable. As we were having a party, and this is some of that stuff that Jenny Field talked about. This has nothing to do with the money,
Nothing.
except for the fact that the money gives us opportunities to have these kinds of experience. But the money's no replacement, I guess, for these types of things. So Angie, thank you. We know you've got a whole bunch of Latinas waiting on a Zoom for your leadership. So thank you for dropping in and sharing a vision with us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you, Seth. And thank you, everybody. I love you all. I love LiveVantage. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Whew. It's thick in here. Good stuff. Well, thank you, everybody. We're going to close this out. But I want to jump back to what Vandy talked about and systems. Okay. So number one, if anybody has any questions about this onboarding, let's talk about it, right? Like the training is officially over. You've gotten what you need this month. How do I go diamond? How do I build and grow and take care of customers and duplicate that through my team? By the way, as Vandy's talking, I literally get this text from RapidFunnel, right? My notification, so-and-so, my new customer that purchased today, literally he texted me an hour ago and said, I purchased. I said, awesome. And I immediately went to his contact. I went to send resources, fast start, set GLP-1, fast start for GLP-1 customers, and sent it to him. Wow. That was during this meeting. During this meeting, he's already clicked on it. Do you see the power, the absolute power in helping every single customer on GLP-1 take those 4 critical steps? Prepare to activate before you get your product. Start to take the product the right way. Continue to document the journey, and share your wins with your family. Okay, that's absolutely going to change things. So I'm gonna actually bring Vandy up. You have your hand raised as well. What you got for us, Vandy?
I was just going to say, I thought there was a question before my computer died. I've had crazy things today. I had the laptop battery died, the internet died, and the toddler came in. So there was a question somebody had put in the chat when I was talking. Did we get that answered? I thought it was Michael.
Let me jump into the chat.
Sorry, I lost all my chat.
Yeah,
so.
no, I saw the page this morning, and I've been trying to get it to load the first name, last name, all that stuff. Done everything I can think of. Unloaded it, reloaded it, turned it off, waited 10 minutes, prayed, and then I put it back up, and it didn't work. And then you said log in and log out. Look, I did that. It still didn't load it. So
we'll get with Jen and the team, and I'll call you.
The personal information. It's just the personal information that should be transported over from the existing profile into that one page. I don't know.
I'll hop on with you.
I don't know why it's not grabbing it.
At the bottom.
Yeah, so.
I think what it is you have to click on that person's contact and then send it to them, and then when they click their personalized link, it works.
Yeah. So
try
it
that.
Will populate when I send it, so I can do it. I can do a test and see it.
You're talking about, so if I understand correctly, Michael, what you're saying is when you send them their link, right, their fast start page, you're talking about populating the bottom piece.
So that shows up dead right now, like no information.
Meaning yours? Is that your information or is that their information?
That's my app's page.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So can
you screenshot that and send that to me? I'll take a look at it.
Every other bottom of every page
now I know what you're saying.
Right? So,
send it to me. Would just put me in the app and send it to me as if I'm your customer, and we'll do a test run together.
Oh, I get you. Okay, well I'll send you the blank now.
Yeah, send that screenshot and then send me the link.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, it may just be something I'm doing or my end or what. I don't know.
I don't know. Technology always has issues, no matter even when it's perfect. It always has issues.
Especially if everybody's already in my app anyways. They already know who.
It doesn't matter, right? It's already connected to you. So awesome. Anybody else have any questions about Fast Start for customers? I will tell you, I see messages. So as these are coming in, I will A group code for the app is CEO Pro. That's a question that came in the chat. So CEO Pro, all lowercase, no spaces, all one word. CEO Pro is the link, and I put the link up here in the chat for you to download the app if you don't have the app yet. Okay, here's what I'm doing, and here's kind of the vision. What to do the next 7 days. Make sure that every single customer and consultant, because consultants are product users too, right? Make sure that every consultant and customer in your organization gets this page and that you help them. Okay. So now instead of me having to go to every customer and saying, okay, here's what you're going to do. First of all, second of all, you forgot 3 things that you weren't supposed to, okay, here's how to take the like, instead of doing any of that, I don't do any of that. All I do is say, put their information in the app. I mean, they're already in there because I've already been prospecting them. Hit send resources, fast start, GLP-1 fast start for customers. And then I help them along the process. So my friend literally who purchased today, I noticed that they clicked the link to open it. And so I immediately said, make sure that you watch the opening video. Like, I'm still following up. It's not like I don't have to do anything. Now, if he had gone and clicked on step 1 and step 2, then I would know that. The app will tell me. It's going to send me the email. Hey, Jordan just clicked on step 1. Jordan just downloaded the measurement form. Jordan just joined the Facebook community. Like, every time he clicks on one of those things, I'm getting an email from him stating that he's clicked on it. So I know where he is. My whole focus is just help him get to step 1 today. And before he starts on the product, to get to, step 2, and then to follow up and get to step 3. Like, I still have to follow up.
Are you doing a broadcast of your contacts? Are you going to do it 5 at a time, 10 at a time?
Oh, you mean for my current customers?
Yeah, everybody. Because everybody in your app has to get that in 48 hours, right?
Well, everybody who I care about having those 2 experiences.
Oh, everybody in your app you care about.
Exactly.
So in my case, I have 899.
Exactly.
They got to. So only way we can do it. I can't do it broadcast on the phone, so I have to do it on my laptop.
You can go online and do it on the system. Yes.
Yeah.
So there's going to be lots of questions, but honestly, it's super simple, folks. Every time a new customer comes in, or now you're catching up with any, current GLP-1 customers, especially, that's where you're starting, make sure that they do this, because some of them have not been taking the product right. Some of them didn't take pics. Like, you got a chance to reset them at their new baseline. Lillian, you had a question. What's your question?
So I'm confused about what Michael said, because he says doing a broadcast to everyone that you have on the app, but if they don't know about GLP-1. So my thought was, look on the back office who has ordered and start with those people. And then, of course, all the consultants. But if you send that, because it's like an onboarding, it's assuming that people have at least know what it is.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that be a great way to introduce yourself again, Lillian? I'm just saying. Right?
I think where Michael's going is, hey, he's got hundreds of people from the last several years. Like, the broadcast is, hey, thanks for your purchase. They didn't purchase GLP-1, but at some point you purchased, and here's our GLP-1. Like, I think Michael's using it for those who haven't purchased it as a teaser, saying, hey, you are a customer. And there, it may not be super intuitive, but it's kind of, hey, welcome to this. Here's your weight loss journey. Wait a second, you have a weight loss product. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to any customer that you currently have. But I am going to focus on my customers, in the next 7 days, everybody who's purchased GLP-1, right? And honestly, for me, it's not that difficult. Well, to go simply to LifeVantage, run a back office report, customers and consultants I have personally enrolled, right? And I'm going to send that to them. That's job number 1, is to make sure that everybody that I Yes, Phil calls it accidental marketing. Everybody I personally enrolled is my responsibility to make sure they know how to use GLP-1 and that they follow those customer steps, the customer journey, as we would call it, so they can maximize the results. Next is to train your consultants to do the same thing. Now, stay tuned. Like right now, I'm saying focus on getting everybody, consultants and customers, so that they can run through that. Your consultants who are running, they'll already get that, and they're like, oh, I've got to make sure that I get all my consultants, all my customers on that. That's our goal in the month of December, and frankly, in the next 7 to 10 days, get every GLP-1 customer in your organization, consultant and customer alike, this startup, and start following up with them. Okay. Now, the next step is we're actually going to be rolling out a fast start page to onboard your consultants. So when you enroll a consultant, it'll be the same process. You're just going to send them to a different page because it's a different journey. The consultant journey is not the customer journey, right? The first step is use the product and use it right. But after that, it's totally different. And so we need to have those steps. We call it the proven plan. And we've actually had a proven plan for years. I've never not had a proven plan, but we're incorporating it from a GLP-1 standpoint and from this new system that Rapid Funnels helped us to launch. So,
And
thank you.
That's available in the free version, right?
Everything that we've covered tonight is
Okay.
in the free standard version of the app. And this comes down to, again, you will see in the consultant version of the Fast Start that one of those steps is going to be click this link to download the app, right? Because the app has what you need for free in the standard version to grow your business to MC1, 2, right? There's only two things that the standard version does not, three things that it does not have. It does not have click-by-click tracking of every single link that they click forever and the history of that. It does have email notification. So you will, every time they click, you will get an email, but it just doesn't have that log, right? Once you upgrade, that log is there. It's just you can't see it until you upgrade to the pro version. That's number one. You don't need that to get started or to sponsor your first 20 people, okay? Your 31st. The second thing that the pro has that the standard does not is it has additional neuro training, neuro tools, right? Because we pay for those. We actually pay. That comes out of our pocket. We paid for that. We purchased it, a long-term license so that everybody on our team could have access to some, and then we pay to actually have that upgrade. That's number two. And number three is there's one funnel in there called the 7 Hidden Habits, which is a free digital ebook. That's a whole nother funnel that's not available on the standard version. Everything that you need to sponsor your first consultant, your first 20 consultants, your first 50 consultants, your first 50 customers is all in the free version of the app. And so that's why it's so critical that every single consultant get on a fast start page so that they all click the same steps and they all learn how to do the consultant journey without missing anything. It's a checklist. Same checklist, similar that we did, in the early days in the blueprint, right? The proven plan that I co-wrote, right? More than 15 years ago, before LifeVantage. We're just making it digital and we're simplifying it and we're putting it online and we're putting it in this app, right? Because it's so much easier to have somebody click, like your new customer. Every new customer you get should theoretically should click and join our proactive health and wellness online health community, which is going to save you hours and hours and hours of time. It's going to help you be more effective than you ever thought you could be effective, because the community is going to help answer some of those questions. Because the community can be searched, because the community is going to be putting these stories in front of them from day one. It's not just you. And remember what I said at the beginning tonight. 95% of people who start something, online coaching, online programs, etc., but we could extrapolate that and compare that to so many other applications in life. 95% of people don't continue or don't finish, because they don't have community. That's one of the reasons. So we're bringing community to the forefront of our customer experience and our consultant experience. We should have that out that'll be out before Christmas. But right now, it's take care of every one of my customers in my entire organization. Me personally, I'm reaching out to my customers, and then I'm reaching out to my consultants so that they can do that on their own. All right. Yes, Rapid Funnel. Phil, the question from Phil is, does Rapid Funnel work outside of the USA? Absolutely. Rapid Funnel works anywhere in the world that you got Wi-Fi. Okay. Cell connection. So we have people we have people in Australia using it, people in the Philippines using it. We can take this into multiple languages. We're working kind of on our Spanish stuff with Flo and Lilianne. But the app itself, not the content that we've put on the app, right? But the app infrastructure, the skeleton of the app, you could go to settings and you could put that into 15 different languages right now. You could put it into Japanese so that the menus would be in Japanese. Now, we would still have to build all the pages in Japanese. Guess what I'm potentially working on, right? We're taking GLP-1, and I will close with this. We're taking GLP-1 as a company into the international markets next year. Japan, March. Australia, New Zealand, Mexico, Europe, Thailand, April. Okay. So, we're working on potentially building out similar systems that we've got here in the US in those countries. But right now, honestly, I just want to put 10,000 customers through this Fast Start page. That's really our goal. Our goal collectively as a team, let's put 10,000 customers through this on our Fast Start page and watch the results. There's no conceivable way that you won't get better results individually and through as you replicate this throughout your team in any other system. Like there's no other system. Okay. For example, what if you were just to send them to a website like how to get started on glp1.com and it's the same content that we have here? Great. That's awesome. But you can't track it. You'll send that to your customer, but did they get it? Did they click on it? You will never know when you send them to just a generic website. And we've got some of that awesome stuff in some other teams here in LifeVantage and super appreciate what they're doing. It's awesome. They put a great tool. But the reason that we've brought this into the app is because you can track every single one of these links to these. When you send a link, when you have a contact in your app and you send that to them, whether they're a customer now or they're not a customer, but they're going to be, right? They're in the pre-sale funnel. The Fast Start is a post-sale funnel. When you send that to them, that link is coded to you and your LifeVantage shopping cart forever. And it's coded to that specific customer. There's nothing else in the world, in any other company, nor especially in LifeVantage, that will do that. And that's why we invested in the app. And that's why we continue to invest in the app, right? Is because we're bringing you tools that make this business way more easy than it should be, right? Than it otherwise would be. And how do you duplicate that? Click, download app, boom. Fast Start page for new consultants. I know that if I talk to 3 new people a day, that's 70 and follow up with three people every day. That's 6 conversations, not 6 texts, 6 conversations, right? I know that I'm going to be at those numbers because that would be 75 brand new people plus 75 that I follow up with roughly. So I'm 150 people. Are you kidding me? GLP-1 is the hottest thing we've ever seen. I'll be at that 20, 30, 40 people. So I'm just focusing on the system. Phil, were you going to say something?
Yeah, I was. I've got a lot of customers, but I mean, a lot of you guys know I pretty much work online. And I was in Australia not long ago, in between having a mild car accident. I'm good. But anyway, we had ran a meeting and we're going to get about, I think, 3 personal trainers get started with us because the one guy actually owns an in-body scan system, which is great.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at this whole thing of how can I find a way to resurrect people who are basically straight. If you can mute someone, I don't know who it is.
Yeah, I've got you.
Cool. So I would go get a hold of my customers and say, hey, you know what? GLP-1's coming to the market. I'm looking for 10 people that are truly committed. They want to lock arms with me. I can only take 10. I've got 2 already. I don't know if you need part of the next 8. I did that, and boom, I've had 3 people come aboard that are customers, upgraded, and off they go. So my thinking is like this now. If we, like, with getting to, I think 8 customers gets to about 1,000 points roughly if they're on GLP-1.
It pays for your product.
Yeah. So then you get 10 people, then you go MC1, each of them go to 1,000 points. 3 of them may keep going. They may go to 5,000 points, each of them. So you go to MC2. Repeat that 3 times over. Just find 30 people that are committed. They're going to lock arms with you. You might get about 3 or 4 that might run totally that business. If you can do that, each can get 1,000 points. As customers get their product paid for, you can go to EC1 in a year.
Yeah.
So that's my mission right now. I'm just going crazy like this. I'm pushing to the big launch going in April in Australia. So I've got at least about 12 or 13 people ready to buy product when it lands. So my goal is to then get them to buy 3 at a time, because I know there'll be stock issues because we've experienced it in the US.
Yeah.
So work the math out. My goal is to go to MC3 by the time I land in April in Australia. So
Wonderful.
just talk to people. And I mean, I just to add on, we had a guy that we been working with for quite a while. And he goes, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. And really battled to share this whole thing. This one guy's taking the skinny fat shot, as I call it, because you lose muscle mass in that thing anyway. And I said to him, stop focusing on the product. What can I do for the guy? So what does he pay? This amount of money for that product? He's uncomfortable with the cost of it. He's got all these things going on. I said to him, okay, show him how you can help him save some money. Don't talk a product. Guess what? The next day, Phil, he wants to talk to you because he believes you can help him. So don't focus on product, focus on solution. We have that. We've got 5 solutions. If you're in pain, beauty, intimacy, chronic fatigue, and weight loss. Pick one. We've got 5 to choose from. We can help anybody here. So it's a beautiful, beautiful product that's easy to sell. And I'll be honest with you, not one person has ever asked me what the ingredients are. I've had so many people scrutinize Protandim. They just go, oh, give me that stuff. Give me the
No doubt. It's a different
So, yeah.
world.
It's
for
very different.
people, weight loss is a totally different world. You say
Yeah,
weight
and
loss, you say GLP-1, credit card,
Yeah.
interest. How can I do it?
Yeah.
So yeah.
You said one thing to me, and this stuck with me. You said, Phil, stop talking about, don't stop trying to be the white coat all the time, because I love science. But man,
Yeah.
I've said to people, I'll do the science if you need it. But honestly, if you want to, because here's a line, there's knowledge and there's talking to people. This ain't going to make you money. The knowledge, this is going to help you talk to people, make you more money. So I'm helping people when they get started with me as consultants. I help them understand how to speak to the personality. And I've done this before. Don't go around talking to anybody. Find out which personality type they are. And I teach them how to communicate with those people. And trust me, I had one person, never done anything in sales our whole life. First week, you're running somebody. I've got one lady now doing it all on her own. Doesn't even need my help anymore. And that's within 3 weeks. She's just going. So yeah, it's this GLP-1 is crazy. It's like I'm calling it the Bitcoin of wellness. It's gonna come whether you like it or not. It's happening.
It's so funny that you said that. I was literally on with somebody today. They're in another company, by the way. I'm making money. And I said, I'm just telling you, I believe that this is my Bitcoin. This is my Bitcoin. And this is the Bitcoin of wellness. Beautifully. Well put.
Yeah.
Well put.
And I'll share one quick thing, Seth, is that this business is so easy. But I won't even say the words what this one man said to me years ago. He said, I'm a big fat American. He said it to me one day. I was like, okay. And it stuck with me. And I messaged him one day and said, hey, John, it's not his name, but I called him, hey, John, remember you said you were that big fat American? How would you like to change that? And he goes, tell me more. One phone call done, and that's it.
Love it.
And I found out his wife's taking the other product, the skinny fat shot. She goes, not working. There we go. We sold 4 and they still keep using them. So it's brilliant. And they are so grateful, because a lot of people have the stigma, oh, we've got to talk to people, kind of weird, I can't sell things. Just go there with the heart here to help the human. Trust me, they just are so grateful that you spoke to them. Go with that message. Don't worry about the money and the bank account and going diamond. Just keep talking. It comes.
Love it.
Hand it back to you, my friend.
Beautiful. Thanks. It's a wrap. This has been an amazing, amazing training. Key for the week: talk to new people, follow up with new people, and every single customer in your entire organization, throughout your organization. Fast start, and ensure that they follow all 4 steps. And wow, welcome to the Bitcoin of wellness. God bless everybody. Have a great night.